Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back. Let's see. What was I talking about? Mark Sanchez. Sorry, stumbling. Um, I feel like this is the right time in the season to talk about Mark Sanchez because now we're pretty much halfway through the season. So basically, there's been talks all season about Tim Tebow potentially taking over as starting quarterback. And I'm basically going to give you guys my thoughts on this. And I'm actually going to give you guys direct stats from this season for Mark Sanchez, and why I think that Mark Sanchez needs to step down as starting quarterback because the Jets aren't going to make the playoffs if he stays the quarterback. So I'm going to talk about this and give you guys my thoughts. So first things first, what do we talk about with the Mark Sanchez stats? He's got a 72.8 quarterback rating. Completes uh, 50% of his passes. It's 50 roughly. I think it's 52, 53. But it's the worst in the NFL if you guys didn't know. Has 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, and has thrown for 1,736 yards. And the team is 3-5, which is the worst in our division. Um, and they're coming off 2 losses. So now, I mean, now they have to win. And I know that Rex Ryan said in a press conference not too long ago, Mark Sanchez gives us the best chance to win. He's our quarterback. We're going to stick with Mark Sanchez. And I have this to say. Um, I don't think that Rex Ryan should stick his neck and his whole career as the Jets head coach and his coaching job for Mark Sanchez because I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If the Jets end up don't making the playoffs this season, I think that Rex Ryan's job has a potential to be, fired. I mean, I don't know if they're going to fire him if they don't make the playoffs. I mean, we'll kind of have to see what happens. But in my opinion, if the Jets don't make the playoffs this season, Rex Ryan should be worried about his job for next season. Um, I think if anything, Mark Sanchez is an average quarterback. I don't think he's anything special. He, I mean, had has never really had a great year. Uh, I know a lot of people were saying on YouTube, a lot of Jets fans out there, and on ESPN that this was going to be Mark Sanchez's bounce back season. This is going to be a big year for Mark Sanchez. Well, it hasn't been, and it's not going to be at all. And I don't expect Mark Sanchez to have any good years down the road, because I think Mark Sanchez is just an average quarterback, maybe below average, but I'll just say average just to be nice. Um, but I mean, if you look at the team they have around him, you know what I'm saying? They got Santonio Holmes. They have you know, forget the running back's name on the Jets, but I know he's talented. And they have a great defense, even without Darrell Revis and a couple other guys that have banged up. So they have the pieces around Mark Sanchez, and for him to not get it done, I mean, I get when they brought in Santonio Holmes, I mean, having the same quarterback as Ben Roethlisberger obviously was going to be different. But when you have talent like that for receivers, and you got a talented running back, and you got a very good defense, you should be able to win games. But since Mark Sanchez is just an average quarterback, he's not. I mean, he just hasn't gotten it done. I mean, a 3-5 record. They've lost 2 in a row, and it's already halfway through the season. Um, I mean, I just don't think he's getting the job done. So, next thing I'm going to get to is, in my opinion, or actually, no, not my opinion. I think this should happen, just flat out. I think Tim Tebow should be the starting quarterback for the New York Jets. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, Tim Tebow, isn't, a typical quarterback. He's not really, he doesn't complete his passes. He's not a good, accurate passer and all that other shit. But I mean, I just think at this point of where the Jets are at right now, they have to at least consider the fact that Tim Tebow deserves a shot at being at least starting a game. I just feel like Tim Tebow could do a better job than Mark Sanchez is doing right now because I mean they brought him here and like what the fuck has he done all year? He's done nothing. He's been riding the bench. Rex Ryan says in his fucking conference that yeah he's a good player, blah blah, whatever the fuck he said. He would give us a good chance to win too, but Mark Sanchez is our quarterback. And it just gets me that more people aren't. I mean, well, a lot of people have been talking about it, but I just think you have to give Tim Tebow a shot. At least start one game. It doesn't have to be like for the rest of the year. Just give him one game to see what he has, see what he can do. Because it's clear Mark Sanchez just hasn't gotten the job done, and they need to just if they want to have a chance, to at least make the playoffs for Christ's sake, and at least win a couple of more games to even stay in the playoffs. I mean, I think you got to just give Tim Tebow a shot. I've always been high on Tim Tebow since he came into the league. I know he's not, the best quarterback in the league, and he's not. He still has a lot of shit he has to work on. But I think he would bring this, another dynamic that Mark Sanchez doesn't bring. Maybe he would do a better job. Because I just think he wouldn't. I think the Jets need to start considering that option, even though that's probably not going to happen because Rex Ryan just believes Mark Sanchez is going to turn this whole thing around, turn the whole ship just, right around and start winning again, which I don't think is going to happen. Um, I don't think Mark Sanchez is definitely not going to do that. His inconsistency all year is shown, and I don't think that Mark Sanchez is going to change anything for the Jets. I mean, you look at the schedule they have left. They got the Seahawks next, which I think they're going to lose. I think the Seahawks have a way better defense than the Patriots do, even though the Patriots are my team. And then they got the St. Louis Rams, um, where the Patriots just beat. Um, I think that Sam Bradford's a better quarterback than Mark Sanchez. I think the Rams may have a shot to win it, but I'll just say the Jets win it. I don't think they're going to beat New England. There's no way. I mean, even though the Patriots barely won the last game they played together, I think the Patriots will learn, a lot of mistakes they made that game, and I don't think they'll let it happen again. And then they got the Cardinals, who they may beat, may not beat, but I'll say the Cardinals will win because I don't know. I think they're whatever. But they should certainly beat the Jaguars, no question. But we'll see what happens with that. And they should beat the Chargers. But you never know on the Chargers. They always, this is kind of the point of the year where they always kind of bounce back quickly. And the Buffalo Bills game, that'll definitely be a game they have to win. It's a division game, but they may end up losing, which they probably will. But my whole point to this video was to just state that if you're a Jets fan and you still believe in Mark Sanchez, I mean, I don't know how you could believe in Mark Sanchez. I mean, he hasn't done anything right. I don't think this whole season. I mean, he's done he's obviously won games, which is good. At least now the Jets aren't 0-5. But I mean, this is the point of the year where it's halfway through, and the Jets have to decide whether they want to stick with him or not. And it's clear that they're sticking with him, which may cost Rex Ryan his job. Um, and which may cause the Jets to not make the playoffs because I think the Jets are making the wrong decision by not going with Tim Tebow, at least giving him a shot. Um, I think he deserves a shot because he hasn't done anything this whole year, and they brought him here to do something. Why not just give him a shot? Um, but the whole point of this video is just how I felt on Mark Sanchez and the Jets team. Sanchez hasn't gotten it done, and he's not going to be a good quarterback down the road. He'll be average at best, maybe maybe below average. But let me know what you guys think. You guys disagree with me? You think Sanchez should just stay the quarterback, or they should roll the dice on Tebow? That's all I got. Peace out.